I have set the title as Managing Information Online and Working from Home. I think during this lockdown period, all are staying at home only. They are there, the employees, the students, so they have gone back to their home and they are working from their home only. I thought that it would be a relevant topic if I discuss that type of issues, what students also can do by staying at home and what careers they can opt for. And while doing so, I have designed some of the things also so that they can get out practical ideas from the presentations. So the first question that I'm going to ask the students, that is, what type of information you are presently getting from different sources? I think questions I'll be asking and responses, if some students can respond, I'd feel better. They can type the answers in the chat box, or sometimes they can unmute their mic and give the reply. So there will be a two-way communications. Sometimes I may have this type of simple questions. I would like to know the responses from the students. So what type of information you are presently getting from different sources? I think not so positive. We are getting, because of this pandemic, so we are getting lots of negative news. If you see different sources, and sources can be TV, newspapers, social media. There are different sources where from we are getting the informations. And the next question comes to our mind: how these information are helpful for you? Some informations are definitely helpful, but it's not true that all information are helpful for us during this period, because we are having some kind of stress, some kind of anxieties. So we cannot claim that all the informations that we are getting, all these are helpful.
Some of the students are responding, sir.
They're responding, right?
Like,
okay.
Yes, sir.
So they can,
like
sometimes they can talk also. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Like Vedanta
So,
they have responded their research papers and different PDF related with our syllabus.
Okay, that's good. So, so that is another question which comes to our mind. So do you have any control over this information? So anyone can respond over it. Do we have any control over it? We are getting different information from different sources. Do we have any control over this information? Any student?
Some students can unmute their mic and they can
they can talk.
Yes.
I want to hear the voice of any of the students.
Yes. Students, please interact.
Do you have any control over this information which is coming through different sources? It can be TV, it can be newspapers, it can be media, it can be social networking sites, research papers, whatever the...
Hello.
Hello.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, sometimes we can. It's difficult to control, sir. According to me, sir.
Okay. Sometimes it's difficult to control, isn't it? And
Yes,
sometimes we can control it. But in most of the time, the information that we are getting, although we know that these are not always useful, but
yes,
we are getting this information, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So at this moment, what type of information do you actually want?
In this pandemic situation, or?
Yeah. During this period, at this moment, the situation that we are facing nowadays. So what type of information do you actually want?
In this situation right now, we are expecting some uh, uh, COVID related information as well as our syllabus related information. It's very helpful for us. And like the COVID related information, currently we are in very crucial time, sir. When will be the pandemic situation will overcome, and
Okay,
how can
I
we
got
say?
it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it. So, do you need more information about Corona? I mean, this pandemic, or you
Yes,
have
sir.
got
I mean,
enough information? Have you got enough information? If you take all this information every day, so how long it is going to help you for your career, for your future? Yeah, we want some information, isn't it?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And if we know how to manage safety or take the precautions, I think during this time that is enough, isn't it? And whenever you go through different sources, you'll be getting only those sad news, those negative news, isn't it? But the
Yes,
world is not only the full of this all negative news, isn't it? There
yes, sir.
are there are some situations, there are places where the positive outcomes are also coming out, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
We need some information which can motivate us, we need some information which can encourage us to do something better, isn't it? We have to go ahead. Someday this will be over, right? One day will come that everything will be over and we'll be having the same normal situations. So do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Any of the students? Okay, you are agree, right?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
I have a question, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, like suppose after we pass out this examination, after that,
Okay.
what will be happening to our like future if the pandemic is not over yet? So
Yeah,
we'll be like working from home, or we have to go.
exactly. So that's why I have made these presentations. Okay, so you will be getting the answers from here. Okay, just wait for some time.
Yes, sir.
So I have made this presentation to answer these questions, right?
Yes, sir.
Just wait. And after that, if you don't get the answers from my presentations, then you can ask me again. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
So through my presentations, I am going to answer all these questions. And these are the questions coming to our mind every day. So does everybody need information? So that is a basic question. Yeah, we need information, right? Everybody needs information. It can be positive, it can be negative, but we want information. So do you know what type of information people want and how to provide them? Then where to find information or knowledge and requirements, and in what form? So do you have the required skills? If no, how can you learn the skills without much effort? How to organize and manage your information or knowledge online and have a financially independent life? What are the conditions to be fulfilled? Infrastructure, technology, etc. will come over here. Do you know the steps to be followed? And what are the benefits of working from home and how? So I think if you get the answers of all these questions, most of the queries that you are having will be fulfilled. And I think my intention of presenting the slides also be fulfilled. So why do people need information? So if that is the question, the answers will be like this. So people need information because it increases subject knowledge, leading to an ability to contribute. It also empowers them to lead or take part. Information allows intellectual development, which leads to academic credibility. Information gives entertainment, and it helps to grow businesses. Information helps people to take part in decision-making process and solving problem. It helps to lead a successful and happy life. So these are some of the reasons why we need information. And what is the present scenario? Yeah, we can witness that there are problems around the world. And we should not forget that there The coronavirus pandemic is shutting down large sections of world's economy, with immediate impacts on employment, work, and income. Economists expect millions of employees to stop working in coming weeks, and an unprecedented drop in GDP and household incomes. The impact of this shock to the labor market will be experienced very badly. And this is a research study. It says that with over 54 million Americans alone opting to forego traditional careers and want to start a work from home career that gives them more flexibility to create a lifestyle they love. We can see an unprecedented shift in the way companies function around the world. Hiring work from home persons is becoming not only more acceptable, but more attractive for many businesses. This creates an incredible opportunity for people with useful skills to start a work from home career and eventually want to develop a sustainable self-employed career. So statistics says us there are lots of people who are not now opting to go for traditional careers, going to the office regularly, coming back. They want those type of jobs which can be done staying at home. Normal employment patterns will not suddenly be restored, and employees will prefer to continue working from home. So only those people who have gone back to work during lockdown period due to corona pandemic, where companies or organizations want physical involvement and human interventions are required. There are lots of companies where they have asked their employees to stay at their home and work from there only. They are not asking the employees to come to the office and work in the staying at office. They can work from their home. So what are the options open for future generations, students? If we look at the situations that we are having at this moment. So working from office will not be stopped. That will always be there, but it will be definitely reduced. And people will prefer working from home. So that will be one of the preferences of the people of future generations. They would like to work from their home. So what could be the career options to work from home? People who were already working in different organizations, like I am working in my university, Mr. Gogoi, Sutia, all the teaching staff, there are lots of people who are working in their companies, in their organizations, in their universities or colleges. They have been given the platforms by the parent organizations to work from home. The organizations are telling on which platform they should work with, and they can give the services to the organizations. But there are some options to work independently without any organization's permanent agreement or contracts. So there are some options. We can think of these options. So whether our future generations or our students can opt for these options. So let's understand one of the best options you can opt for having a career. So first of all, let's see, because we are always concerned with the information or the knowledge that we are having. Whatever we do in our field, these are completely based on the information, the knowledge that we have. And where we are storing this information, it can be offline, of different media. Maybe it is printed book, sometimes maybe in a standalone computer. We are keeping it in the hard disk, pen drive. So there may be different sources devices where we can store information offline. And there are some sources or devices where we can store information online. Only the condition is we must have the internet connection. So online storage, we may have different options. We can choose any of the options, and these are completely free. So Google Drive is one of the options, one of the devices. 15 GB is free. Then Box, it is giving 10 GB free. Microsoft OneDrive, 5 GB free. Then Amazon Drive, iCloud, Dropbox, BT Cloud. Then we may see blogs, websites, YouTubes, and others where we can store information. So what do you do with all this information stored? So we deal with information. We are concerned with information. And we know how to store this information. It may be in offline mode or it can be in online mode. So with your valuable contents stored in your devices, it can be offline or it can be online, and applying your skills, you can start a career. So I would like to ask the students, so what can be this career? How we can name it? So I have brought one specific name, specific area to discuss with you. So can anybody, any student can guess what kind of career this is? So I'd like to get a response from the students. You have valuable contents with you. It can be in online, it can be in offline mode. And by applying your skills with all the contents that you have, the contents can be your video, contents can be your photographs, contents can be your some articles. So, and if you can apply some skills, you can start a career. So is there anyone who can respond to this query? Any of the students?
Sir, it may be, sir, information analyzer, or like, sir, nowadays it's like what we say.
Anybody else?
Actually,
Yeah.
sir,
So
actually
yeah.
we can start our career through our social media sites, sir.
Yes, sir.
Blog, with YouTube, where we can make our
blogger
own
as well as
information.
sir.
Okay, anybody else? Can you give a name of this particular career?
So like YouTube or...
No, I want to know the name of the career.
Sir, Namrata has responded. E-career, she says.
E-career, okay. Okay, she has added the letter E, okay, in front of career. So it has become E-career.
Right.
Okay. Any of the students?
Yeah, please.
You can chat also. You can give the name, type the word that you know. I want to know a specific word. How do we call the career? The term that we can give.
It's a blogger.
Okay. Actually, I am not getting the chat here because I am getting the full screen on my laptop, so I cannot see. If you can, somebody unmute
Yes,
and can respond. Okay. Should I tell you?
It may be it as well as it may be LIS professional also.
Okay, you see, you are in the right profession, you know.
Yes, sir.
Because we know what is information. Okay, how to handle the information, where from how to organize the information, how to evaluate the information, and how to apply the information for the benefit of the people, okay, for our own benefit as well as for the benefit of the people. So this is the only profession who are telling which information, okay. So that advantage we are always having. So with the same skill, and if we can manage something, we can manage the contents, so we can have a very good career, okay. So so I'll be disclosing the name here. What is that? What is that?
Freelancing.
Freelance.
Have you heard this name?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you know the meaning of this?
Uh,
Okay, let me discuss. Okay, you can unmute your mic. So let me discuss. So freelancing your skills is a quick way to work from home and to be independent without needing to start an actual business and without becoming an employee. Okay. And freelancing typically refers to content writers, designers, programmers, website developers, somebody just said bloggers, okay, illustrators, translators who offer their services to individuals or employers or companies without a long-term commitment. They often charge by the hour per day or per project. So the key to getting started as a freelancer is to have work or job. But where do you find your first job or jobs? And what do you need to put in your portfolio to attract companies? So how to become a freelancer? So here I would like to mention one important thing. That is, so because in today's meeting, today's presentations, video conferencing, so we are having most of the students we are having. So definitely they'll be completing their masters, and after that also they will be pursuing their higher studies. So my point is, so we can, I mean, go on learning, go on, we can go for higher studies whenever we want, or there is definitely a time when you'll have to finish it. And during that period, or after you maybe completion of your studies, you will have to search for a career. It can be a government job or private job, or it can be something which can give you some earnings through which you can live a life. So the purpose of studying in universities or colleges or taking higher degrees is to definitely get a good job, then getting the salaries, and start your life. And you want to be always financially independent. So financial independence is the most desired thing of students' life. You want to be always financially independent so that you can take care of yourself. You can take care of your family members. You can take care of your society. So it is also not always true that the students who are, studying in universities or colleges, all of them will be successful to get a job. So my point of discussion of today's presentation is, okay, you may get a very good job or you may not get a good job. But if you know how your contents, how your skills can give you a better life by doing some good work, by doing some wonderful, some great work. So to become a freelancer, so there are some criteria, there are some steps. So let me discuss all the steps now. So the freelance market is growing day by day. And if you want to be competitive, you have to prepare accordingly. So you can follow these 6 steps to get started. So the steps are like this. The first step should be narrow your focus. You may be very good at something, so you have to narrow down your focus. If you're good at library science, so you have to bring some expertise over it. If you're, apart from that also, if you're very good at singing, or if you're very good at photography, if you're very good at some other subjects, you have to narrow down your focus, okay? The second step is learn what you don't know. If something very important is required based on today's trend, if something is very, very important, but you do not know that, so you have to learn that. The next step is create an online portfolio, because if we stay offline, so nobody is going to know you, or maybe you cannot contribute much. So your contribution will be very, very limited. So it's better to have a portfolio which is online, which you can share. It's not that you are putting very normal or basic information. So that cannot work, but you should have some specific skills which you can use in your portfolio. Then you should find out a platform where you can give your portfolio, where you can bring your portfolio to the notice of some organizations or some companies. Okay, so the next step, 5th step, is improve your skills. You may have some skills, but if trend requires, if time requires, if it is important that the knowledge or the skill that you have that is not sufficient, so then you should go for improving your skills. And the 6th step is invest in yourself. So all the time you need to invest. You have to read books, you have to acquire knowledge on the area, on the specific subject that you want to develop. So these are the 6 basic steps to become a freelancer. So I'll be giving you some practical tips, so through which you can understand this in a better way. Yeah.
So I have a question, sir. So
Yeah.
Is there any difference between freelancers and entrepreneurship?
Freelancer, you can compare it with the self-employment. Okay, entrepreneur means entrepreneur is you may have your own entrepreneur or own business. You can say the freelancer is entrepreneur. You can appoint some persons also, but this is basically one kind of self-employment. Okay, if you are an entrepreneur, but it's not dependent on others, you are independent to do the business. So that kind of entrepreneurship this is. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And let's see what are the other aspects. So these are the 6 tips. So first, narrow your focus, learn what you don't know, create an online portfolio, then find a platform, then improve your skills and invest in yourself. Okay. So let's see the benefits of this freelancing. So what are the benefits a freelancer get? Very wonderful benefits they'll be getting. Number 1, you can have any kind of office. You can decide what type of office you want. Okay, that fits into your life. It is not necessary to have all office furniture and equipments. Okay, with a small table, with a few numbers of pens and pencil, you can start your office. It's not that you should have a decorated room or something like that. So benefit number 2, You can set up your office anywhere. Your office can be anywhere, even in your drawing room also. So wonderful. So wherever you sit, that becomes your office. You can take care of your jobs while traveling. Okay, if you're traveling abroad, you just carry your laptop, you take your smartphone, your office will be set up there also, wherever you go. To enjoying the great outdoors. So if you are in the coffee shop or enjoying a live concert, just carry the laptop or smartphone and do your jobs. Because that is the second benefit. Third benefit, you can save money. As you are not traveling to your office every day like a normal job, you do not have to bear lots of expenses. You do not have to wear a suit, polish shoes, or anymore. You can save the cost of the conveyance, tiffin, etc. You can save all this money because you are staying at home only. Okay, you don't have to go for few kilometers and reach the office. You are staying at home and doing the office jobs. This is fourth benefit. You can have your own schedule. You can do your job at the comfort of your own time. If you're writing content for a blog or designing a website, you can set your time whenever it suits you. It can be early morning, late night, whenever you feel to work. So there is no time constraints. Wherever you feel to work, you can work. There is no fixed time like 10 to 5, the time that we are having in the offices, in the universities. We have to reach the office in time and we have to come back from the office in the time the office has decided. So you can take breaks in between if you feel tired and come back to work. It's not that continuously you have to work and just finish your task. It's up to you only how long you will be working and how much time you will be taking as a break. The more time you will give, the more jobs you will be doing. So this is the fourth benefit. The fifth benefit is you will get the freedom to learn more and become more independent. You'll get more time and scope to develop your skills because you will be working on your skills only. You'll be working on your fields of interest only. If you are very good in photography, so you'll be learning how to take very good photography, very good photographs. You'll be learning about the cameras, different types of cameras. So all these skills, which are very, very, very much required for you only, you'll be learning all this. So you'll develop your skills. You'll become more proactive to find what you need for your personal growth. So the persons who are working in the organizations, they are working to meet the organization's missions, to fulfill the organization's objectives. But here, in this case, you will have your own set of goals. You will have own set of missions or visions. So here you will get full freedom to learn more and more things independently. You don't have to get directions from anyone. Sixth benefit, you will actually have enjoyable and effective meetings. As the meetings or discussions will be based on your subject, so you will enjoy meetings. You can conduct meetings. You can invite people which are related to your topic, which are expert in your field. You'll be calling them only to attend a meeting, and so it will be very much enjoyable. It will be completely participatory. You will participate. All participants will participate because they have something to say. They have some expertise on the area, or they want to learn something from the experts. So with just a few clicks, you can have more than 100 people on a video conference and organize the meeting. You don't have to go away or search for a conference hall or a meeting room to conduct the meeting. So you can start the meeting exactly at that moment, the time that you have fixed, and people will join the meeting and they can leave whenever a meeting will be closed. You can stay more focused. That is the seventh benefit. You'll be able to avoid being distracted by the disturbing elements. You will find yourself getting more focused on your objectives. You do not have to worry about co-workers with unnecessary chats. So you'll be having a focused goal or objective on which you'll be working. So there'll be no one to disturb you. There'll be no one to distract you. You'll be working, which definitely you may have some co-workers, but that will be completely, though they will also be completely focused with their own objectives. So now the point is where to search jobs for freelancers. That is the big question. So I think till now you have got some ideas. What is a freelancer and what are the different steps and how, what are the benefits a freelancer get. So till now, whatever I have discussed, I would like to know the responses from the students. Any of the students, if you can respond. So whatever we have discussed till now, I think everything is clear to them. Any of the students?
Dear students,
We may have some questions afterwards, but whatever I have discussed, whatever I have presented till now, is it clear enough?
Yes, sir.
So, so let's see now. What are the jobs for freelancers? What they can do? And what are those platforms where you can search for your freelancer job? So these are some of the best freelancing sites. So for last few days, I have been working with these sites. I checked the authenticity of these sites. I checked the up-to-dateness of the sites. I checked the portfolios which have been submitted by different workers, freelancers in the sites. So after that only I have brought this. There are more websites, more platforms, but these are some from where freelancers can get the jobs. So Upwork is one, then Freelancer, Shutterstock, iStock, Fiverr, 99 Designs, TopTel, Guru, Design Hill, Alliance, Evanto Studio. So these are some of the best websites where from freelancers can search the jobs. So I'll just one or two sites I will open and show you in the screen. So this is the website. Can you see the page?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
yes,
Ajay,
sir.
Yes,
can you
sir.
see the page? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is one of the sites, and so there is one disclaimer, my declaration, that although I am showing this site, it's not that I am promoting this, so I don't have any other objectives, because I have checked lots of websites to help the students like you. So it's up to you only whether you want to check these sites or not. But after my research, after my I have given some time to check all this and come to the conclusion with these few sites. So Upwork is one. So I'll just give you So you can see here, web development, mobile development, design, writing, admin support, customer service, all the tabs you will be getting here, and how it works, you'll get it here. So if anybody want to start the freelancing job, they can search what are the jobs available. Okay, let me see here. There are different plans. You can go for it. So I wanted to check what are the jobs they are presently doing. So this is one example. This person per hour, he is earning 60 rupees per hour because of some of the expertise or the skills that he is having. He knows C, ASP.NET, he knows Java, GIT, all these different skills they are having. These are the people, they are very good at all these works. Okay, so you can find out different areas. For writing, if you see, if some students are very good in writing, so these are some persons who are doing the writing job. They do the editing job. You can see the editors or writers who write or who edit the articles or the content. And in their portfolio, so these are the things, these are the specializations they are having: content writing, editing, internet marketing, all this. He is expert in all this. So $30 per hour he is getting. So this is one example. Let me take you to another site. So freelancer is another. This also, I have found this also one of the best freelancer sites. So what type of jobs you can search here? So how it works, you can see and browse the jobs. If I click here, so these are the works presently available. The first one is animate a video. Animate a video, and this particular company is having an office in India also. So that's why you may find different, if you search any of the Indian persons. So if you type India also, you'll be getting the name of the people who are working as freelancers. I don't want to show in detail because it will take much time. So here you can see animate a video. If somebody is very good at animation, so this is the project price which has been given here. So till now, nobody has submitted any bids. So persons, the people who will be, who will like to work in the project, they can sign up and they can work for this project. So animate a video, create website scraper and save some data into MySQL, then export IPA files from source code, and so many. So I'd like to show you by giving some photography. Okay. Or simply logo design. So here you can see, create a custom logo. If somebody is very good at designing, okay, so all details will be here. Logo design, and somebody can bid it, and the amount will be given to this 1361. So whatever the type, whatever the in which area you are expert, and whatever the fields of your interest, and if you have some extra skills, so you search for the jobs. Here you'll be getting all different fields and which language you want, and if somebody knows the translation also. And for translation also, there are lots of jobs. Certification of translation, Swedish to English, but these are not our subject that we know about it. But there are some sites where you will get the jobs where you will find comfortable. It's not that every time you'll be getting some difficult jobs or tasks, but the trend is, if you see the trend of those works, what are the latest trends? All the subjects you can search here. Yeah. So in this particular site, you'll find crowd favorites. Here are some of our popular projects. So you can see here, website development. This is one of the most emerging area where people can work with. Website development, graphic design, logo design, marketing, writing, mobile apps. So you can search many subjects here. So what kind of areas the freelancing companies are searching for, or they want expertise or experts from different fields, different countries. So these are the areas. Graphic design is very common, website design is very common, 3D modeling, copywriting, content writing, Android app development, iPhone apps, Photoshop, data entry, internet marketing, SEO. So finance also, accounting, software development, banner design. There are so many subjects. So one very good site I have checked. So I made lots of studies over it, Shutterstock. And if we have a mobile handset, smartphone, just you can start doing freelancing. You just have to sign up. There will be some forms, some formalities. You have to put your name, then your email ID, then your address, and you can sign up. And immediately you can upload the photographs. So if you are carrying a mobile handset, I think all the students who are attending today's presentations all are having a smartphone. So if they have this kind of apps in their mobile handsets, they can try even today also. If they just sign up to the site, and if they have very good photography, I mean, very good photography in their mobile handsets, and in future also, if they carry the mobile handsets, of course, it is a device that we cannot forget. We may forget some other things, but we never forget our mobile handsets. We have to carry it every time. Okay, all the time, whenever you go out, we have to keep the mobile handsets. So by using the mobile handset itself, and without having other skills, if you see a very good picture, very scenery, very good location, you take a snap and just upload it. Normally what we do, we take the photographs on different occasions and we store it in our album, mobile album. Sometimes we save it in our laptop, or sometimes we save it in the Google Drive. But if you just post some or upload some photographs into this site, they will do the review of your photographs. Whatever you will be uploading, definitely there is a review process. They'll review it, and if they find it very good, and they will start taking your photographs. And if the photographs which will be displayed in their website, the photographs will be displayed. And in the mobile app, in your mobile handset, you will find how many people have downloaded your photograph. And you can fix a price. For a specific photograph, you can fix a price. So say 100 rupees, 200 rupees, 500 rupees. Based on your quality of the photograph, you can fix a price, and wherever the photograph will be sold out, you will be getting the commissions. So by not doing only taking the photographs and storing in our mobile device or putting it in the status, if we just do one extra step, if we take extra step of uploading these photographs to this type of sites, you may earn some income. So that is also a very good freelancing job. With the images, with the photographs, if you are very good at photography, so you can just go for this type of freelancing job. Okay, wherever you go, take a photograph and upload it. But they will review your photographs, the quality, the standard, the type of photograph they will review. And if you pass through the review process, you'll be earning lots of money. So this is another. So I'm coming back to my presentations again. So there are, this is one of the list. These are some of the sites that I have checked, and these are working well. Of course, I have not used none of this, but I have experimented. I have got the reviews of some other freelancers. What was their feedback? How did they like it? So I wanted to know, so I checked it. So now the point is, we have seen there are different subsects. So you may have some skills, or you may have some expertise on some areas, or you may not have, but you don't have to worry about it. If you can find out where you want to focus, or where you want to put your effort, you take some training. A training can be some formal sources, or it can be non-formal sources. The education, or the way you are taking a learning from your own university. So this is a formal kind of education. University is giving you formal education. And there are some other organizations nowadays which are also formal, but these are not, it's not that you have to go to the universities during a specific time and you attend the classes. There are some formal organizations, official, authentic organizations, government organizations, where from you learn the things and develop your skills, and you can go for that kind of freelancing. So it's very easy, okay? You can learn whatever skills you want. And every skill is learnable. You can learn the skills. Today, you may not know something, and if you go for some training programs, if you attend some very good presentations or these courses, so you'll be definitely getting that expertise. So where from you can learn the skills, formal or non-formal. If it is formal, so definitely you have to take admissions somewhere, and there will be some specific time. You have to attend the classes by going there to those locations. And of course, there is some online mode also. You can stay at your home and do that. So let me talk about some of the courses that I have checked. And one of the government organizations in India site, that is SWAYAM. So in this site, you can sign in, you can take the admissions, and you can develop your skills. This is one. And then another is Harvard University. They are having also some online courses. So these are completely free. And there are lots of sites where from you'll be learning the skills that you want to develop. So you just Google it, you'll be getting lots of those sources. very popular, very big universities are giving online free courses nowadays. So you can develop your skills. It's not that you have to give you full time. So after taking admission, you can attend it whenever you feel free. So edX is also one. So this is also one of the portal where from you learn different subjects. Then Class Central, this is also one of the very good platform. You can learn, you can develop your skills. Then YouTube, everybody knows. So just open the YouTube and you search for anything. So I'll show you what I have developed. So I'll show you 2 websites that I have developed. So all these are from YouTube channels only. Results, whatever you want to learn, type the words like graphic designing for beginners. So you'll be getting lots of videos. These are completely free. But sometimes what happens, you may not get organized kind of contents here. But these are very, very helpful. These can also give you lots of knowledge, lots of expertise. There are some paid courses. I mean, these are definitely some private organizations. I think you know, Forbes is one of the companies who are making reviews of the richest people of the world, and very like different courses also. They have made one survey, and out of the survey they have come up to a resolution, to a report that these 3 institutions, companies, portals are also giving very good courses. So one is Udemy. So here also you just type. So here you can see website design or whatever skill you want to develop. You just type the course name here, and you will be getting lots of different courses, thousands of courses. And these are normally, the videos are normally done by experts in their own fields of interest. They have organized it, they developed the videos, and they have given it or put it in the platform. So the courses people can try. And Coursera is also one of the very good websites, one of the very good learning portals where from people, I mean, gather knowledge and they develop their skills. Then Skillshare, this is also one of the very good sites where from you can develop your skill. So these 3 sites have been mentioned by Forbes magazine. So Shutterstock already I have told you. So if you are using a mobile, so the screens will come like this. So this is the first screen you will get. So you can sign up here. Then you'll be getting a different screen. You can put the names, your email ID, your password. Then you'll be getting a new window. You'll have to give your residential address. Then they will send one email to your inbox, whatever email ID you have given. Then you have to just verify it, and you will be getting a page like this. So this is the page you'll be getting. So you can upload your image here. Just start here. You can upload the image. And after that, so that will be your dashboard. So whatever will be your contribution, so you'll be known as Shutterstock contributor. So you'll be getting this type of screen in your smartphone. So if you earn something, so it will be shown here. And this is the button where you have to click and you have to upload your photographs from your own. So this is the screenshots of the Shutterstock if you sign up. So these are the skins that you'll be getting. So, so I have tried to cover all those things that I wanted to share with you. Here, just I would like to give you my own experience. How do I manage, or how do I keep the information online? So, so this is the site by using Moodle Cloud I have developed. So how this site is helping me? So I'll just go to my slide, to my homepage. Hello, Rajesh. Hello.
Sir, it's Gautam here.
Okay,
Hello.
Gautam. So is that
Yes, sir.
okay? So it will take only 5 minutes.
Yeah, yes,
maximum.
fine.
Huh?
Yes, sir. I think
Yes,
even we would also like to learn about this Moodle.
Yeah, okay. So are the students still there?
Yes,
So
sir.
how
yes, sir,
many?
they are there.
Yeah,
Okay.
still pretty good number.
Okay, good number. So, okay, just let me share with you. So how do
Yeah.
I manage my my coursework, my
Right.
class materials? So this is the homepage by using Moodle. So I have given the uh, website name as ms2020 moodlecloud.com. So you can see the dashboard also. So this is dashboard, the courses that I have developed. So these are available here only. So here I have put only one paper uh, for one semester, and one paper for the second semester. And for NET also, I have tried to put some materials, but it's not complete. Its work is still going on. It's not complete. But this is the layout. This is a dashboard. You can see different courses here. So these are the quizzes that I have already conducted. And there will be 2 more quizzes, which is coming on 30th June. And time has been given as 10:25. And this will be at 10:15. So it will be automatically, the message will go to the students and they can attempt the quiz. And I'll be getting the scores. So I can fix everything here. So in the back end, I can manage their courses. You can see here. So basics of information retrieval system, indexing languages, then control, vocabulary control, information retrieval model. So this is another module I have developed for the NET experience. This is for open course papers. So I'll just show you one of the subjects. So it looks like this. So there's a welcome message. There's one announcement. So I can give the announcement here. So this is the book, our course material. And for each topic, I have given course material as well as the quiz. I mean, the quiz that I have developed, this is based on the course materials only. So if I click here, and these students can see this, students can read this, and they can attempt the quiz. So if I click there, so it will just open just like a book. So this is one page. You can see the table of contents here. So concept of IRS. So IR concepts, components and functions. So you can see concepts of IRS. This is a diagram. So I can next go to the next page. So it is coming like this. Meaning of IRS. So I can go to previous page also. We can go to the next page also. So then components of IRS. So these are the components. So we can see the purposes and functions of IRS. So like this. So for each unit, I have given them the materials. and I have given them the quiz also. For here, the quiz that I have given, and I fixed time. I think, yeah, attempts allowed 1. That I can control from here. So because only for once only the quiz was open, and the time was 20th May, so they cannot attempt anymore. So that was their answers, their responses were saved, and I can see their performances. So like this, I can see all the courses, and students also see the contents of the different units, and they can attempt the quizzes. And if I want to see the participants, to check. So this is the list of the participants. So these are the students. So these are the students, their email ID, their name, photographs, and they can change their photographs. They can change their login password, and their roles we can specify. When did they access that information? Also, we are having their status, they're active or not, that we can check. Now, if I want to see their scores or the marks or the responses that they have given on my quizzes, so we can see the grades here. So these are the grades. You can see, so how many quizzes I have conducted. So for example, this Antara Dev, she has, in the first quiz, she has got 18 marks out of 20. So that score is with me. So I can see all the scores. If I click here, so all quiz marks and total score also I am having. The highest mark is 64, and these are 4 different quizzes. And 64 is the highest, 59 is the second. I can just check the order. You can see this is the 64. This is the highest mark, and 3 students have got these marks. And we can see the students who scored the lowest mark. This is 21.44. And if you want to see a particular student's record, that is also possible. If I click here, so you'll get all the profiles. So this is her profile. I can check it here. And if I want to see the grades overview or the grades, so if I click here, so you can see this. Indexing language, grade 40, vocabulary control 40, the information model 40. So if I click again here, so I'll be getting the detailed report. You can see there are 4 quizzes. If I click here, so you can see the detailed report. So Antara Dev attempted this quiz on 27th May at 10 a.m. and finished at 10:05. She took only 5 minutes to finish this. That means 4 minutes 57 seconds, and she got full marks, 16 out of 16. You can see the questions that I have said all are correct. So these are the reviews. So this is how I am managing my my class. By sitting at home, I am observing my students' performance. I am conducting the quizzes. I'm giving them the materials. So the control is completely I am taking. This is completely under my control. And students also can see their reports. It's not that whatever the report I'm getting here, the students are also getting the same reports. And what I have observed, Moodle software is a free software, open source software, and it's but of course Moodle Cloud is paid software. For only 45 days you'll be getting it free. After that you have to purchase it based on your number of users. So you can see here the red line. That means I have the package that I have bought. Of course I have spent from my own. So but the point is, so I have only 50 users are permitted, and I have already registered 41 users. So only 9 users I can enroll here, not more than that. If I have to go more, so I have to pay more. This is one. How I am managing my information, class information or course information online. So this is one example. The next example I would like to show you. So normally what I do, I do lots of research on online resources. So based on all those resources or collecting all the information, I am putting it in a separate website, given a name like this. You can see this. Sorry. Yeah, this one. So this is the website I have developed. I've given the name as, but this is, if you try to open the or visit the site, you'll be getting like this, coming soon active. So here, lots of experiments I have done so that I can guide the students, I can guide the users, or maybe the freelancers who want to do as freelancers, who want to do work as freelancers, who want to have a career like freelancers. So there will be lots of resources. Just still the work is going on, it's not complete. And but this is coming soon. I am doing lots of research here. So how to design a website by using WordPress. That is also one of the articles that I'm going to write here. This one. So some steps I have given. These will be only online resources. So these are some of the examples that what I manage my information online. But whatever I do here, so I have to pay money for it. For this website, I have to pay some amount, and for this website also, I have to pay some amount. But these are the experiments, these are the hobbies, or these are the fields of interest that I am carrying. So I have to do it. And people have lots of hobbies. So I consider this as one of the hobbies, and I just do it. So now the question comes, I'm coming to the end of my presentation. I think I have made it very long, although it should have been finished at 6. There's, I think, one or two slides there. So is that okay, Rajesh?
Sir.
So
Yes,
this
it's
is
okay,
one
sir.
or two slides I'm having. So now the question, last question. Should you be, this is the question for the students. Definitely they may be having some doubts. So after my presentation, they may have some queries. So we'll be having that interactions also. Should you be a freelancer and work from home? So what do you think? So if that is the question, you just keep the answer with you. But if you ask me, so my reply will be yes. You should definitely give it a try. And there are pros and cons to freelancing, just as with other careers. But in my opinion, the pros outweigh the cons. In all different types of careers, we find merits, demerits, advantages, disadvantages. So this is also having, freelancing is also having some disadvantages. But why don't we try? If I do not have a permanent job after completion of my masters, or after completion of my studies, if I'm having some time, if I want to pursue my hobbies further, if I want to improve my skills, so why don't I take some training by going through some of the platforms, develop some skills, and utilize to help me to have a freelance career? I think my answer will be always is you must try to be a freelancer. And I think with this presentation, I feel I've been able to answer the questions that I have set in the very first slide of my presentation. So does everybody needs information? Of course, yes. Do you know what type of information people want and how to provide them? People require different information. Companies want different kind of information so that they develop their own companies. They can develop their own businesses. So people need information. We also want information to develop our skills, to share our knowledge with our students. Where to find information or knowledge requirements and in what form? So where from we get the information or the knowledge? So I have shown you some of the platforms where from we get the information. So do you have the required skills? Okay, if yes, it's good. But if no, how you can learn the skills without much effort? So I have shown you different platforms. And of course, your formal education is giving you the knowledge, the ideas, the expertise. But other than that, if you want to have some extra skills, you must go for some formal or informal training programs, or you have to attend some courses. Then how to organize and manage your information knowledge online. So I have shown you how do I manage my information. So only 2 examples I have given, and you have your own ideas how to store your information on your laptop or in the mobile phone. You may have different strategies, but using your same skills, using your same infrastructure or technology, you can have a very good career. You don't have to purchase or invest huge amount to to get the infrastructure, to get the technology, or you don't have to move here and there. You just sit at your home. You can start your own freelancing career. So what are the conditions to be fulfilled? So I have discussed the steps also. What are the steps you have to follow? So if you follow those steps, so definitely that can help you to have a freelancing career. So do you know the steps to be followed? So that has been discussed. And what are the benefits of working from home? So I have given you 7 benefits, and there are lots of benefits. So I think the questions have been answered through the presentation. And with this quotation from Swami Vivekananda, I would like to conclude. So take up one idea, make that one idea your life. Think of it, dream of it, live on that idea. Let the brain, muscles, nerves, every part of your body be full of that idea, and just leave every other idea alone. This is the way to success. So I wish that you have lots of ideas, lots of knowledge, lots of skills, but you try to stick to a specific area. You choose a specific area, focus that area, okay? Develop a skill on that area. It may be good at singing, you may be good at photography, you may be good at blogging, you may be good at writing contents, you may be very good at taking interviews, you may be very good at website designing. If you do not have those skills also, learn the skills. Skills are learnable. You can learn it. There are lots of sources. I have given you some examples, but if you search it in Google, you'll get lots of examples where from you'll get free education. Okay, learn the skill, develop your skill, your ideas, your expertise, your knowledge, and you'll be succeed. So with that, I would like to conclude. Thank you very much. So
Thank you, sir.
thank you, Rajesh Shutia, for giving me the scope to share some of my ideas
welcome,
with
sir.
the students.